Yo, what's good, y'all? We back with another video, and this is my top 5 TradingView indicators. So let's get straight into it. So number one is FEG by Nephew Sam. All right, so this basically highlighting all the FEGs and IFEGs, and we're gonna get into that in a second. That's on the chart, on no matter what chart you want. If you want a 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, whatever the case may be. All right. So this is the example right here. Purple ones are the bullish ones, and the white ones are the bearish ones. And this on the 1 minute time frame. I can show you an example on the 1 hour. They're all still there. Let's go to the 15 minute. You see they all still there. Bearish, bullish. And you can also see how you have the 1 hour one here, right? So let's get into that right quick. So here go my settings right here, y'all. So y'all not gonna have none of these boxes right here checked. It should just have just one right here, okay? And that's just for your chart. So whatever time frame, it's just gonna highlight whatever FEG or IFEG that's on that chart, okay? So if you wanna have multiple time frames highlighted on your chart at once, you can select these boxes right here and then select whatever time frame you want to be highlighted. I have the 1 hour time frame highlighted. So basically any 1 hour FEG, no matter what chart I'm on, it's going to be highlighted on there as well. You get what I'm saying? So, and I use that, so let's say for liquidity sweeps. So I look for like a 1 hour liquidity sweep sometimes, you get what I'm saying? Or the 4 hour. So I will check this box so that 1 hour FEG can be sitting there and I can see it on the 1 minute time frame when I'm looking on the 1 minute chart or the 5 minute chart. I can still see the 1 hour FEG and I can see that sweep happening like that. That's only if I don't have the 1 hour chart or something open on the right hand side or something like that. Here go some of the other settings. These shouldn't be, I think all this should be the same. This is an important one right here. So this is show IFEG. So select this if you do inversions. If you do or know anything about inversions, and this is what I do as well. I have mine's a golden color. I'm gonna show y'all an example. So here go the IFEG. So as y'all can see, at one point these were bearish FEGs. Each one of these golden ones. So that's what IFEG is. So, but bearish or bullish, doesn't matter if it's going back through the opposite way, breaking that FEG, closing above, that's turned into an IFEG. 4 right here, and they're all highlighted in gold. You can have these marked out on whatever time frame that you will like. I just have mine marked out on the 1 because that's only the time frame that I'm looking for IFEGs. And that's usually about it. Here go the rest of the settings. I think everything should be about the same. Y'all can leave everything the same. If y'all want to change any of y'all labels, let's just say if y'all change this time frame up here, like let's say I got the time frame 3, I selected the 1 hour, and then you want to come down here and then look at time frame 3, put 1 hour. If it's something else, if it's 30 minute or 15 minute, put the right time frame so it can match up to what you selected up at the top. These are the rest of the settings. Delete boxes after fill. You're gonna check mark that. If you want to extend your boxes, if you want your boxes to go across your whole screen, then you can do that. And then you can put the length of the boxes. I just have mine as 12, and I don't have extended boxes on. I just put the length to 12, so I'll be good on that. So I'm gonna show y'all the colors as well. Y'all can change the colors to your bearish and your bullish FEG boxes. I got mine set to purple. And this mine's opacity is at 21. So y'all can put y'all's in opacity, and y'all can select whatever color y'all want. And then the same thing for bearish, it's at 10%, and then y'all can do whatever color y'all want. Same thing for the IFEGs. Mine's at gold, but you can do the same thing for the opacity and whatnot. For the borders, however, it's the same color as the box, but I just got my opacity even lower, so kind of got like a little outline, but not really. That's 9%. On your bearish side, you got 10%. Oh no, I'm tweaking. On your bearish side, you got 3%. My bad, y'all. 3% and 9%. So yeah. And that's it for FEG by Nephew Sam. But this is my number 1 indicator for sure. Let's get into number 2. All right, so number 2 is ICT kill zones and pivots. All right. So ICT kill zones and pivots is my number 2 indicator. It basically marks out all your session highs and lows. Asia, London, New York AM, New York lunch, and New York PM. It's gonna have all your times. These are all your settings. It's gonna have different colors. It'll mark them out, and then it's gonna have boxes. My settings are different. I'm not changing mine, but you will see it when you pop it up. It's gonna have like a box in the back. It's gonna have like the text that's gonna say Asia or London or New York or whatever the case may be. So let me give y'all the settings if y'all want to change it. Just have like the line kind of like this. The highest time frame limit that I have my session highs and low marked out is on the 30. You can put it on the 1 hour. There's really nothing wrong with putting it on the 1 hour as well. I got just mine on the 30. I got my label size is small. I don't want my shit all big, you feel me? White, because I got a black background. So just keep it plain, simple. Uncheck this. So if you don't want the boxes in the background, the big ass box that's a color that's green or yellow, whatever the case may be, unselect this right here. Unselect this. show kill zone boxes. So that's gonna take away the box. So now you probably just gonna have an outline of a full line of the high and the low. If you do want the box to show and you don't want the opacity to be so bright or whatnot, look at this right here. So this is box transparency. So turn this up to 90 and then turn your text transparency up to 80. Feel me? So that'll probably help you out a little bit. So let's go to the next setting. You know, have all these checked. Have whatever color you want, but I got a black chart. You know what I'm saying? I want my shit to be all one thing. I know I don't need to have it all color coordinated. Ain't nothing wrong if y'all want it color coordinated, but I'm good. So I just got all that shit white. These are my settings for the pivots. Show pivots, alert broken pivots, show pivot midpoint. So that's the halfway point between the high and the low. You can have that on if you want. I don't have it on. Have stops once mitigated. Yep. So basically right here, you see how it's not extending through this candle right here because it's been mitigated. It's been came through and already tagged. So it's going to stop right there and it's not going to show no more to the right. So that's what that means. Your pivot labels is these right here, New York AM dot high. And you can display price. If you want the price to be on there, you can. It's going to show right next to it as you see right here, but I don't really need that. And then I select mine on the right side. Now it's going to come on the top like this. So I just want mine on the right hand side. So I just put it right there. Feel me? Boom. Okay, so then if you want your lines dotted or dashed, here go that right here. So pivot style, you're gonna see dotted. I got mine as dotted and I got it on the smaller size, which is 1. You feel me? So you can select that, you can put select solid, you can select dash, and you can change it up however you like it. The next one, show kill zone range, got that unchecked, show average, got that check, put it on 5. Days of the week. All this right here, unchecked all this. I don't need to see all that. If you want it, you can. It's a lot of good settings in here. You feel me? So you can go ahead and play with it. So yeah, boom. Opening prices, true day open. You can set all your times, have all that marked out. You can do a lot with this indicator right here. So and this is my number 2 indicator. ICT kill zones and pivots by top 4 op. I think that's what it is. So yeah, check it out. Number 3 indicator is Lux Algo Smart Money Concepts. Okay. So I use Smart Money Concepts. I used to have all this shit on. And when you select it, you're going to see what I'm talking about. But I turned everything off. Only thing that I use this for is just to mark out my equal highs and my equal lows. That's it. Don't know about equal highs and lows. They are basically 2 highs that's pretty much at the same price or 2 lows pretty much at the same price. So very close. And why do I mark that out is because this is usually a draw liquidity. So that's why I usually have this marked out. As you can see right here, it's like a magnet of price sometimes. So I use that as one of my draws. This is an example right here. You know, equal high right here, boom. And then price, come right up to it, wick off, come back down. And yeah. Same thing over here, same thing over here. It's all over the place. So that's what I use it for, but we can go through it. A lot of different stuff in here. Let's see what we have. Yeah, it'll show all your breaker structures, your change of characters. You can have all your colors. It'll have your bearish ones, it'll have your bullish ones. It will show you your swing, and this is for internal structure. It'll show your swing structure, your breaker structures, and your change of characters. You can have all that indicated to you, just marked out for you, so you ain't got to do all the hard work. And then even your order blocks, you know what I'm saying? Order blocks, your bearish, your bullish order blocks, you can have that marked out as well. I just have all that off, and only thing I have marked on is my equal highs and lows and my daily. Also, yeah, my previous day highs and my previous day lows. So I do have that marked out as well. Just got that marked out as white. So that's the only thing that I use this for. I keep it simple around here. Let's get into indicator number 3. My number 3 indicator is Lux Algo's orb and targets. We're going to get into my strategy a little later in the different videos, but a part of my strategy is the orb. Okay, I like to use the 5-minute orb, and I don't really use this as much because now I kind of like mark it out myself, or I kind of like just eyeball it because I kind of can see it now. But if you're not at that point right now, if you want to have something that marks out your orb, which is your opening range breakout, your high and your low, then this can do that for you. This is mine right here, so I'm gonna give y'all all the settings for the 5-minute orb, and I can show you how you can change the settings to whatever orb that you would like to use. If it's the 15, the 30-minute, the 2-minute, if that is one, I don't know. So let me show you, okay? Turn off show historical data. So that's basically gonna show all the orbs of the previous days that had happened, okay? And you don't want all that junk in your chart. If you want to go back to a previous day, go to replay. Opening range, time period. Select 5 minutes if you're doing a 5-minute. Whatever time frame you want your orb to show, select that right there. I got the 5 minutes, so we're gonna select 5 minutes. Boom. Custom range. You gotta have this box selected, okay? select this box, and then have your range for whatever your orb is. Okay, so I do the New York AM orb. So New York AM open at 9:30. The first 5 minutes of the market is from 9:30 to 9:35. So that's the time I'm gonna put in it, and it's gonna create that range, and it's gonna mark out the high and the low from 9:30 to 9:35. It's going to show this right here. So you're going to have your line for your opening range high, and you're going to have your line for your opening range low. And then you're going to have your line for the midway point. The other option that you have in here is show breakout signals. I don't have that on. I mean, I can see when it's crossing or closing above. But if you need better, help seeing that or indicating that, you can select this, and it will show you when you've had breakouts. So it'll mark a little indication. See how this green candle, this little green mark is right here, and it's indicating at this price right here we had a close above price. So that's what this is marking, and it's showing that it's a breakout. And if it closes above your opening range high or your opening range low, that's considered a breakout. Okay, and it's going to indicate that for you for whatever in bullish or bearish. And you can change the size, color, targets. You can have your targets on if you like. I do not use them. Your SMA, session moving average, or in your EMA, your VMA, whatever. They got it all. You can select that right there. Select whatever one you want. You can have that on as well. I don't use that. So style. I turn pretty much everything to 0 because I don't need that background color. And sometimes it be like getting in my way. So I just turn everything off. All opacities for bull target. You can change it. Do what you gotta do to make it fit your aesthetic. But I have it all turned on. The only thing that I have highlighted is the OR levels, the opening range levels, and highlight color. Okay, so the level is white, and then the highlight color is, I have that off too. So everything is just this, the OR level color. And then the target style, I have that as dotted, and that's just the middle. And then the text is small. Okay, so we getting into the last one, and the last one is ICT Micros by Lux Algo. Okay. So this is a gem. I feel like, if you get into the micros and get into ICT concepts a little bit, you know how the micro time helps a lot. Okay, so this just highlights that micro time. It's just basically showing you the range of the high and the low of that micro time, and it's also indicating what happened within that micro time. Okay, so as you see right here, you see expansion, and you see right here it's an accumulation. It's indicating what's happening after that micro time. So if you want to use that previous data for your next trade or whatever the case may be, I don't think I've changed any settings within the micro time. Only thing I think I changed was just the color of the purple and the white. But other than that, I didn't change anything in here. Just make sure every one of them is turned on and that I can see them. So this is basically how my chart looks. It's on a basically day-to-day basis. I try to make it as clean as possible. Only use things that is useful. Use things that's just gonna help me mark out my chart just to be more efficient within the charts. Not like doing anything that's gonna tell me when to buy and when to sell and shit like that, man. I'm doing the trading myself. I'm only doing things that just help me mark out the chart. Just being a little lazy. You know what I'm saying? But not too crazy. But yeah, this is basically it, with the new colors and everything like that. This was the trade from Friday. But as y'all see, you got the 1 hours that's marked out. And then you're not really seeing too many FVGs because I have it on the last 100 candles, but I think yours is on the last 200. So it's not going to show all of these older FVGs. It's just going to show the last 100 candles for me. So that's why you see it like this. But if we go to like the most right before the market closed, you can see all of these FVGs and IFVGs. So that's pretty much how my chart looks on a day-to-day basis right here. You see my session low, New York PM low. You see the opening range breakout was down there below. You got your 1 hour FVG, you got your regular FVG, you got your IFVG, you got your equal lows. Pretty much everything that you need. You got your micro time. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Not too much, not too complicated. I'm only using the orb within the New York AM session, so it's outside of that, I don't have that on. And then outside of the first, before 1050, I'm only doing the 950 micro and the 1050 micro. Out of those two, I'm not really looking at anything else. Oh, and the 315. So I only use it in those times. So boom, have that off. So outside of that, it's just ICT kill zones, FVG and IFVG by Nephew Sam, and Lux Algo Smart Money Concepts. Those are my main 3 indicators that I'm using on a day-to-day basis at all times. Okay, I'm just marking out my equal highs, marking out my FVGs, and marking out my session highs and lows. That's it. Hope y'all like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate all the love and support. I'm gonna see y'all on the flip side. I hope this helped everybody. If y'all got any questions, leave it in the comments, and I'll make sure I get to it. See y'all later. Deuces.